to Zach D Films.
Alright, let's do this
This
thing.
will be.
So yo, my name's Elodie.
And I'm Chica.
Yeah, and I'm Theo.
Yeah. A paper-thin membrane inside.
Snake, I'm afraid of you now.
To turn the signal into a heat picture. This allows it to see
That's
the
gross.
animal in the dark before it strikes. And it works so well that scientists even modeled a camera using the same idea, turning
Break that
invisible
camera right
into
now.
a visible image.
Yeah, no. Don't.
Crazy,
No.
bro. Also, how does
He got. We want to watch it.
Into the bank's vault. Inside,
Wait.
the walls were stacked with gold bars, and he could have easily stolen it, taking it back down the tunnel without anyone knowing. But
What's
instead,
that
he
black
wrote
thing?
a letter to the bank telling them about the access. Now, the walls were 8 feet thick, and the doors had complicated locks, so they ignored him, thinking it was a hoax. But finally, he told them to meet him in the vault one night, and just minutes after they arrived, he broke through the floorboards. The bank finally sealed up the
Why
tunnel
did he
and
do
paid the
that
worker a
if
bunch of
they
money
are right
as a
there and
reward.
they're gonna see that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't. Yeah, that's just no.
Leading straight, she held the fitness tracker in her mouth before jumping
What?
into the
What
pool.
the?
And as she
Don't.
was swimming, she
You're gonna
suddenly
choke.
swallowed
Yeah,
it. Now, these
exactly.
batteries could
What?
leak, releasing toxic chemicals
Eee.
into her body. So
Yeah.
What were
doctors
you
performed
thinking?
surgery to pull it out.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they did, they found it was fully intact. They synced it to the app and found it had tracked every single step since she swallowed it. It counted her
Makes
calories
sense.
and even tracked her sleep cycle,
What?
all from inside her body. She
That's
drilled
crazy.
into the rock,
Yes.
packed the hole with dynamite, and blew
Okay.
the top off
Boo,
the
boo,
island.
boo.
Then they covered the whole thing in thick concrete and placed
That must
huge
take a
guns
while.
on top until it looked like a giant stone battleship. The guns were big enough to hit enemy ships up to 11 miles away, forcing them to avoid the island entirely. And since the walls were made of thick concrete,
Oh my.
they were strong enough to handle any
25 feet?
explosions. But enemy forces eventually took over the island. So
Yeah.
U.S. troops pumped thousands of gallons of fuel through the vents
I thought that was
before
lying.
lighting it from the outside. A giant
Oh.
slab of concrete on top blasted straight into the air, and fire tore through every hallway, turning the inside of the island into a furnace,
my.
destroying everything inside.
Oh.
Today, it's an empty concrete shell scorched inside out. Into the rock, the rat was suspended above a large ball with a wraparound screen in front of its face.
It's kind gonna play Doom.
Doom 2 was played on screen, and when the rat started running, it moved the ball. Sensors underneath tracked the movement and translated it onto the screen, letting the rat
What
run
now?
through the game.
Oh my gosh,
Rats can play?
It would be rewarded
Oh.
with a drop of sugar water. But if it
Oh,
ran
So
into
anyone can attack it while it's drinking the water?
in its face. This taught the rat how to navigate through the game, and the designers even added a trigger button. When a monster appeared, the rat could hit the trigger, shooting the monster and giving it another reward. Meaning, with more testing, you could be playing against rats in the future.
What?
The
Bro.
rat
That's
was
crazy.
colorblind. You could put on these glasses that record everything in front of you.
And
through
how
a
would that give
camera,
you to brain?
which sends the signals into the device on
In your mouth?
You see, your tongue has some
Whoa.
of the most sensitive nerves on your body, and the tiny zaps would create patterns that you could actually feel. With practice,
That's
your brain
gross,
can
but
learn to
okay.
interpret them as
Why
shapes
is the
and
door
objects, letting you walk safely through a doorway using your tongue instead of your eyes.
You look
Also,
crazy.
the images and stuff, it must take so long to do that. Like, they're probably like,
No, he's curly. He's clearly right there.
he doesn't use like AI. He like
And after
creates
8
something.
years, the
Yeah.
court declared him dead.
He
His
was dead now?
official
He's dead?
records were changed while his family moved on. So after he couldn't get the ID, he tried changing his living status. But the judge told him that he missed the deadline years ago. So even though
Yeah,
he
you're
was
dead, man.
alive, the court just dismissed him, and he's still legally dead.
Are you a
to this
zombie?
day.
Alright, goodbye, guys.